rather old, isn't he? You're rather shallow, aren't you?
Now, Paula, be nice. It's Christmas Eve.
Yes, at Christmas play and make good cheer, for Christmas comes but once a year.
Frost.
Not even remotely.
How is the family fruit?
Careful, Olivia. Dearest Mommy still thinks that her second child a family vegetable. Oh, enough about my glittering triumphs. What is my adorable family up to?
Why don't we start with Marcus?
I'm not telling you, Olivia.
Why would you have to kill me?
More like I'd wish to.
Oh, violent before 8 p.m. So things haven't changed much, have they?
Shut up, Nathan, you damn queer.
Oh, there's my olive branch.
All right, I'll play peacefully, if Marcus will play, honestly.
Well, let's say I'm serving my country.
Politics? Oh, Marcus, please make gay marriage legal.
Need someone?
His name is Edgar.
Well, Nathan, I wish you every happiness in the world, but I'm not in politics.
Military.
I am not a serviceman.
Oh, I love how he doesn't say no.
Is that true, Marcus? But you hate the military.
He is, isn't he? Oh, Marcus Lupton, Ph.D., the biggest advocate of peace alive.
So they asked me some math questions on missile trajectory and expected casualties and gave me some money. So what?
Hypocrite.
At least I care enough about something to take that risk, Olive. I don't suppose you know what a rant's cooking up?
I don't suppose you'd care to tell me.
Classified.
Of course. I can't believe it. I really can't. You're working for the very government you're protesting against. You're not the next Oppenheimer, so don't pretend.
The question is, Olivia, how much jeopardy are you willing to put your country through?
Jeopardy, like the game show.
Yes, Olive, and it's time for the final jeopardy.
The category.
Extreme stupidity. Care to place your wager?
Well, it looks like the roast isn't completely dry yet, and the gravy should help.
Mommy!
Oh, Nathan, darling! It's... How is that show you're doing? Great Expectations?
It's a Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, literature, it's all the same.
Well, of course.
Meet any nice girls?
Not a one.
Oh, how disappointing.
I suppose.
Funny, there are certainly plenty of women in New York.
Yes, but none of them have your sweet disposition, Olivia, dearest.
Charmed.
Oh, you're not fighting. How marvelous.
Mommy, what a thing to say. We never fight.
And Olivia never cries.
And Marcus is the soul of virtue.
Now, I'm afraid the conversation's lost me.
Never you mind, Mommy, dear. The birds upstairs, the birds agree with me. Marcus and Olivia are just playing a game. But they'll stop now, won't you, Marcus?
Of course.
But how is the play, Nathan?
I saw it last Tuesday. Quite the production.
Really?
I'll have to get you tickets.
I have no intention of seeing it.
Now, Olivia.
No, I know exactly what will be in it. A bunch of immorality on display.
You know, Olivia, I will never understand you. You put up such pretensions of being cultural and classy, and you don't even understand what to do to get that way. Hell, you don't even try.
Marcus, don't.
At least I don't set myself up above others. I practice what I preach.
Please, guys, don't.
Of course you do. You don't even do it on a moral standing. You have to wear the latest clothes and drive the newest cars. We're the greatest man in the world to fall in love with you. You'd reject him for being penniless.
And why shouldn't I? I'm going to have an inheritance worth...
What inheritance? In case you didn't notice, the Londons are a dying class. Let me guess, Mother, why you're made that. What have your bills been like lately? When's the last time the bank called? You spoil yourself with Lamborghinis while this house peels apart and there are swallows in the damn attic.
Oh, for God's sakes, all of you, it's Christmas. Can't you for once get along? Samuel could control you. Why couldn't I have died instead?
This house infects people.
Maybe so, but it's ours.
I'd rather have nothing.
Don't say that until you have nothing.
Danvers will get it.
It's Christmas Eve, he's not working.
God, I'll do it.
Mommy's last letter said you were studying in Philadelphia last month.
Uh-huh.
Something about a study clinic there that Columbia sent you to.
It's something like that.
Well, how was it?
Please don't ask.
Why? Did something happen?
Carolers! It's a little group of carolers. I told them to hold on a moment since I thought you might like to sing with them at the door, Nathan.
How perfectly splendid!
Well, goodwill toward men, Olivia, dear.
Well, Mommy's hysterical fit is over. She's going to freshen up and she'll be down later.
Well, that's good. What should we do in the meantime?
Oh, I have a story.
Really?
Yes. See, the New York Times absolutely slammed Scarlet Pimpernel, but I went to see it and, oh, wait, pause, allow me to say that I really want to sleep with Douglas Sills.
Who?
The gorgeous man getting a ridiculous amount of publicity and recognition.
I've never heard of him.
You know, I actually saw him. He could easily little win a Tony.
But that's a little reward. I won't be surprised if you haven't heard of it, Olivia.
Guys, remember what Mom said. Be nice.
I really hate those creatures.
I'm sure they hate you right back.
They're clearly not the only ones, are they, Olive?
When are you going to tell Mother?
Tell her what?
Well, your sexuality springs to mind, among other things.
I'm not.
Don't you think you should?
Daddy would have been okay with it, but not Mommy.
He was that wonderful?
Don't play him up as God.
I can barely remember what he looks like.
I swear, Polly, you'll break my heart.
Samuel Lupton. Engineer, father, great man.
Again, not perfect.
Died of a heart attack, the wife who never loved him.
That wasn't Mom's fault.
What, the heart attack or the lack of love?
Both, I suppose.
Anyway, it's not entirely true. I distinctly remember a time after Paula was born when they were all over each other.
I don't.
Well, of course you don't.
Shh, both of you, I'm trying to think. No, I guess they were rather distant before Paula. I mean, Daddy would bring her presents, but Mommy...
Mommy is spiteful and unappreciative.
You're the spiteful one.
Both of you, stop it! I don't know, maybe they were always passionately in love and we all missed it. That stuff's gross to little kids.
Disagree.
All right, Mr. Scientist, why is that?
Because it is my firm and unwavering theory that she only married him for the stability. Think on it. Mother was from a family that was used to a certain way of life. Dad pulled in good money from engineering. He could provide her with that life that she wanted to maintain. I don't think she could ever love anybody. She certainly doesn't love any of us.
That is a lie.
That's a theory we cannot prove. There's a difference. And really, Marcus, it's horrible to go around accusing mothers of not loving their children.
I must speak as I find.
You do better to think beforehand at least once.
You do better to think at all.
Father wasn't perfect, you know. He really wasn't.
Of course he was.
No more than you are, and Mother always says that you're his image. And I think we all know how perfect you really are.
I think she was going to love him.
Huh?
I do. I really do. Mom was going to love Dad.
How do you know?
I read it.
You what?
Up in the attic. There's the neatest things up there. There really are. Mom keeps her old diaries up there. I read them.
Paula, you can't read those.
Well, I did, and I learned things.
What things?
Lots of things. Things none of you know.
How do you know?
I know.
What are you talking about, Paula?
I learned things about Mom and Uncle David.
Uncle David, you mean Father's old friend.
Oh, he worked in engineering with Dad. I remember him.
He used to bring us those chocolates at Christmas.
The ones with the ribbons. Oh, so that's why chocolate reminds me of Christmas. It's so funny the things you remember.
The best part was learning things about Dad. I mean, you were all very lucky. You at least knew him into your teen years. I barely knew him at all. Anyway, Mom was going to love him.
No proof, not even her diaries could prove that.
How do you know that?
Why didn't she?
Because of Uncle David.
You're not making any sense, Paula.
Whatever happened to him anyway? They used to be thick as thieves. But he didn't even go to the funeral.
Unless my memory's faulty, I remember him there.
Your memory is faulty.
Oh.
But don't worry on it all. It was 5 years ago.
I know why.
Do tell us, oh wise one.
More snooping in Mother's diaries?
That's right.
Well, it hardly seems to me like there'd be anything on Uncle David.
Dad found out what he did to Mom.
Huh?